Long before skyscrapers pierced the sky, long before modern empires drew their borders, there was a land where gods ruled beside men, and the dead spoke through stone. Welcome to ancient Egypt. It all began along the life-giving artery of the Nile River. Amid deserts and death, the Nile created life, flooding every year with rich silt, feeding crops, and forming the foundation of one of humanity's most enduring civilizations. Around 3100 BCE, Egypt was unified under its first pharaoh, Narmer, marking the dawn of the first dynasty. From this point, Egypt didn't just grow, it soared. During the Old Kingdom, between 2700 and 2200 BCE, Egypt saw the rise of one of the most astonishing feats in human history, the pyramids. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu, stood for over 3,800 years as the tallest man-made structure on Earth. No modern machinery, no digital planning, just vision, manpower, and divine ambition. These were not just tombs, they were stairways to the afterlife, symbols of a pharaoh's power and his promise of eternal life. For the Egyptians, death was not the end. It was a journey. A soul had to pass tests, be judged by the gods, and prove its worth. Mummification preserved the body, believed essential for the spirit, or Ka, to recognize itself in the afterlife. Organs were removed, the body wrapped with care, sacred amulets placed within the linen folds. It was science, fused with religion. The Book of the Dead guided souls like a spiritual map, filled with spells and incantations to pass through the underworld. The pharaoh wasn't just a king, he was a god on earth. Horus in life, Osiris in death. Divine authority ruled every grain of sand. From Djoser's step pyramid to Ramses the Great's temples and Tutankhamun's golden mask, each pharaoh left behind more than a legacy. They left behind legends. Some were warrior kings, expanding Egypt's border. Others, like Hatshepsut, one of Egypt's greatest female pharaohs, brought peace and prosperity through trade and construction. Egypt was a land of gods, hundreds of them. Ra, the sun god, sailed across the sky by day and through the underworld at night. Osiris ruled the dead. Isis, the mother goddess, wept over the Nile's flood. Thoth, the scribe of the gods, measured time and truth. Temples weren't just places of worship. They were cosmic engines, aligned with stars, built with mathematical precision. Every stone held meaning. No civilization lasts forever. After over 3,000 years of glory, Egypt fell into decline, invaded by the Assyrians, then the Persians, until finally the arrival of Alexander the Great in 332 BCE. The last pharaoh, Cleopatra VII, tried to hold on. But after her death and the fall to Rome, Egypt became just another province, and the era of divine pharaohs faded into legend.